Okay, first and foremost, I would like to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakradash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone and the elders of Great Millstone. I am not a member of Great Millstone, but that is where I receive all my teachings. Barakathum to you, brothers, and all the rest of you brothers out there laboring and doing the truth. All right, what I want to get into today is a lesson that I heard the other day from the brother Monarch Zakba out of South Carolina, GMS South Carolina. He was doing he was prophesying, and he went into a small segment where he was going into how you must forsake your life for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And it spoke to me, and hopefully it will speak to you brothers and sisters out there. What he mostly said, that it was it's 4 different books in the Bible, and they all pretty much say the same thing. They all have a same passage that they say, a precept that they say. It's in Matthew, Luke, John, and Mark. So let's deal with the closest one. Let's head over to Matthew 10 and 39. Matthew 10 and 39, and it reads, "He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it." So what that means is those who seek the world in layman's terms, those who seek the world shall lose their life, but those who seek Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall gain life. And what he means by gain life, or what he means by he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. What that mean is everlasting life, these living waters that we should be pushing every day if possible to the best of our abilities. So let's head over to Luke, and we're going to see how Luke pretty much says the same thing. We're going to go to Luke 9 and 24. Luke 9 and 24, and it reads, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it." So pretty much, that's 2 different books, same priest, basically the same, just slightly worded slightly differently. And that's what the Bible pretty much does all through the Bible. It does continue to give you the same lessons in a different way. So if you don't understand this book, maybe you would understand the next book better. If you don't understand Obadiah, maybe Jeremiah is a better one for you. If you don't understand Exodus with Moses, maybe you would understand his name loses me right now. Maybe you'll understand Noah and him prophesying for over 100 years before what he prophesied before the floods came, So let's stick on topic. And as you can see, Luke 9 and 24, it reads, let's read it one more time. "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it." So basically what you have to do is you have to put off this world. You have to put off the material things, You have to put off your job if need be. You have to put off your family if need be. You have to put off your friends. You have to put off wanting to stand in line and stand in line for a pair of Jordans or stand in line for the new iPhone. All those things become small and they mean nothing. That your heart and everything should go into being a full-time servant of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So when the title says you must forsake your life, that doesn't mean to go jump off of a building or to take your life. It means you must put off the things of this world and step into another world of servitude for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And by doing that, he shall give you life. And I'm not talking about just a new car and a new house and get some new clothes. I'm talking about rulership. Ultimate rulership, which is heaven. Spiritual power. And also everlasting life. Now, what's better than that? I can't name anything that's better than that. And not to mention many, many, many wives. For you Israelite brothers out there. Now, that's beautiful. So let's go to the next book. So we seen that Matthew and Luke had almost that same precept, that same wording. Now let's go to John and see if we can find it in John as well. I know I can find it. Just going to show you how important it is for you to put off your old ways, for you to put off your life and go into full servitude of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So this is John 12:25, and it reads, "He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hath his life in the world shall keep it until life eternal." Let me read that again. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hath his life this world, he that hateth, I'm way off, excuse me, it's late. He that hated his life in this world shall keep it upon life eternal. So you see, when they say he that hateth his life, basically that's being in this wicked kingdom, wanting to get out, hastening return of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Now let me read it one more time for you. John 12:25. He that loveth his life shall lose it. He that hateth his life in this world shall keep it upon life eternal. So you see, once Yahweh Shai come back, and the children of Israel, mostly the men, are put back into rulership, will get life eternal. You will not taste death. You will not die. You see? And he is not slack on his promises. If this is what he says, this is what's going to happen. So let's go to this last book. Let's go to Mark. We're going to go to Mark 8:35. This is Mark 8:35, and it reads, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake in the Gospels, the same shall save it." See, the key point is in the Gospels, which is teaching the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which is being in full servitude of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is acknowledging Yahweh Shai as the Son and Yahweh as the Father, as the ultimate being. definitely accepting, knowing that Yahweh Shai is the mediator to get to Yahweh. So all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Definitely. Because you can't get to Yahweh without going through Yahweh Shai. I always explain this to my son. That's like someone coming to me and saying, hey, I'm cool with you. You know what I'm saying? I like you. Me and you, we all right. But, I don't too much like your son. Excuse me? If you don't accept my son, you don't accept me, and that's the same way as Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. You must accept this son to accept Yahweh for him to even deal with you. So don't be attached to things of this world. You have to let it go. Your family, your friends, your material, your job, your past, your present, your future. That doesn't mean walk around and just be a bum and don't live your life. But when the time comes, and it will come for you to be tried, that Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai better be number one. You're going to have to show him, because, you can pay lip service all you want. You can say, well, if this ever happened, I'm going to drop everything. Well, we going to see. We going to see. Because you will be tried. He will test you. So be ready at any given time to lose everything. Everything for this gospel. Everything for this truth. Everything for Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Be ready to give it all up. Now I'm going to go into some different precepts that also shows you that you must forsake this life or your life for the gospel, for the kingdom. So let's go into, since we're already in this ballpark, let's stick with Matthew. Let's go to Matthew 19 and 27. Matthew 19 and 27, and it reads, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? So, when Peter asked Yahweh Shai this, he didn't get mad. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, what you mean? What I'm going to give you? He gave him a straight up answer because, that's a viable question. Okay, I'm about to leave everything. I'm about to leave everything to be in servitude to you. Like, what would I receive for my loyalty? And this is what Yahweh Shai said. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily I say unto you that ye which who follow me in the regeneration, same thing. In the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on his throne of glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sister, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or land, for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So you see, it tells you right there in 29, and anyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sister, father, mother, wife, children, land, for his name's sake shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. See, he said it in a different way. He said, look, you follow me, You know what I mean? You follow me and you're going to get it all back 100-fold with everlasting life. So let's just for a second, let's look at this carnally. Say you got to leave your woman. You got to leave your woman. You finna go follow the word. You finna go preach the gospel. You got to leave your woman. And you know, these women nowadays, they not going to stick around if you leave. They going to go find another man. Yahweh Shai say he going to give you, you going to receive, you going to receive it back in 100-fold. 100-fold? So what's 100-fold if you had one wife? What's that? That's 100 wives. And we're just looking at it carnally right now because our brains can't really grasp how beautiful and how precious and how much Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to give us once the kingdom is brought back to the children of Israel. It's going to be beautiful, man. I mean, your children, you got kids and you got to forsake your kids for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Man, you might have 1,000 children. You might have 200, 300, 400, 500 kids in the kingdom, all running around. You ain't got to worry about them playing in the streets. The children going to be playing in the streets. No problem. No problemo. No worries. You ain't got to worry about nobody touching, snatching up your kids. You know, it's going to be beautiful. Your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, your father, you're going to get it all back. So don't be so carnal. You think, oh man, I can't leave my peoples, man. Nah, the Lord going to give it back to you, man. He going to give it back to you 100-fold. He said it. He's not a man. He ain't going to lie. So let's stay in Matthew. Because the first one, we was at Matthew 10 and 39. So let's go back to Matthew 10. And we're going to go up a little bit. Let's go back to Matthew 10. And we're going to go to 37. Okay. So here it is again. It's showing you, it's giving you examples of what it means by, you know what I'm saying, to lose your life. And your life is not like if it's like taking your life. Your life is what's around you. Your friends, your family, your work, you know, your material things, your houses, your cars. So let's read it. Matthew 10 and 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And that's Yahweh Shai telling them, you got to love me over everything. Love me over all. And that's something that if you are into this thing, you got to know what you're into. In your family, and your not your friends or with your woman, your Eve, she got to know what you're into. Because when the time coming, you got to tell them goodbye. They want to go stay in. If they want to stay in the world, you got to let them know, well, this is where we part. And you got to tell her, look, this is what comes first. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, this ministry, teaching this word, feeding his sheep, like he told Peter. Peter, thou loves me? He said, yeah, you know I love you, Lord. He said, feed my sheep. So that's what you constantly have to do. You have to feed the sheep. You have to follow the word. You have to do what Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai commanded you to do. Because even knowing this word is a privilege. It really is. You know what I'm saying? The truth will set you free. You've been set free. So let's, since we're in the ballpark, let's head over to Luke. And there's a lot of different instances in these scriptures where I can go to where you will have to forsake. You're going to have to forsake certain things, man. And you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, like the scriptures say, gird up your loins. Remember yourself as men. and you're going to have to be out. So Luke 9:59, and he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go bury my father. Yahushua said unto him, let the dead bury their dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at my home, which are at my home, at my house, which are home at my house, Lakia. And Yahushua said unto him, no man putting his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So at the drop of a dime, you got to be ready to drop this thing and go. You heard what Yahushua told old boy, let the dead bury their dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of Yahweh. So at any moment's notice, you're going to have to get up and go, which is a hard thing to do. Imagine that. Imagine the Lord calling you, and you know for sure without a doubt that this is the Lord, he's calling you. But your people will never see, they may never see you again. You just disappear. You're out there preaching the word, you just disappear. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be a man in this thing. You gotta grow it up your loins, man, because you know Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he's gonna give it back to you tenfold. But sometimes you can't look back. You got to just keep moving forward, and it's a hard thing to do. It is. But the prize is worth it, you know? It's worth it. And best believe, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he will take care of your family just because the servitude that you're doing. Because he know you love your wife. He know you love your children. So he'll just take care of them for you. So you won't have to worry. You will know that the Lord is taking care of your family and his will be done. But you have to be a man about this. And with that said, we're going to segue over to Isaiah. I got a thought about Isaiah, about being a man, you know? Like these devils say, strapping your bootstraps up, you know what I'm saying? Pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Let's go up and let's go get it. So this is Isaiah 46:8. Remember this, I show you. Salakia. Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye trespassers. So he said, remember this and show yourself as men. You got to get ready for a hard time. You got to get ready to leave everything behind. You got to go through the straight gate. You got to put them blinders on and just go forward. Because it's worth it. We're going to finish up over here in Peter. We're going to go to, which one was that? We're going to go to 1 Peter's. 1 Peter 1:13. And this is a great segue after the Isaiah. So it's 1 Peter 1:13, and it reads, Wherefore gird up your loins of your mind, be sober, and hope the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelations of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. As obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorance. So you got to leave it behind. Be sober-minded. That means be focused. Continuing on. But as which hath called you is holy. But as he which has called you is holy. So be ye holy in all manner of conversation. Walk that straight gate. You got to be a Hebrew Israelite when everybody's looking, and you got to be a Hebrew Israelite when nobody's looking. Integrity. Definitely. Have to have integrity. Reading on. Because it is written, "By ye holy, for I am holy." So you always got to have this in mind. Got to always be ready. Got to always be watching. Call halal Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. All the elders of Great Millstone. I am not a Great Millstone member, but that's where I receive all my teaching. And the elder apostles of Great Millstones are the leaders of the nation of Israel, and they lead well. Until next time, Kwam Yasharala and the Babal.